I'm focused, man.
Show one.
Now you want to say you want to talk? It's Mark Madness. We in the building. Live Nadex market observation. This is volume number 84. Yep. All right. So, actually haven't done a live observation in a while, but as predicted, told you guys I'm going to be putting out a lot of content this month in particular, and for no particular reason, but I'm going to be doing content across the board. So I'll be doing some Nadex market observations. I'll be doing coffee and charts. I have a new thing coming for Hex. I've never done a live for QUOTEX, so I'm thinking about doing that as well. But aside from that, I've been releasing videos for both Nadex and for QUOTEX. If you've been keeping up with the Nadex content, I believe that I have 5 videos of individual trades where I started the account with $100, and within 5 trades, we have a 108% ROI already. See, this is something that you guys will repeatedly hear me say about professional trading. It outperforms everything. And I don't say that just to say it. I say it and then I show you that it does. How many of you have earned 108% return on anything in the last year? I'll wait. Exactly. See, this is why you need to learn professional trading. And in order to learn professional trading, you need training. You need training. Why? Because you need to learn the skill set that will allow you to trade at the professional level. That's it. Bottom line. Bottom line. So, with that being the case, you can take your skill set and then you can apply it on multiple platforms. So, when I do these observations, what I like to do is I like to show you the way that I'm looking at the market. Because the way that we see the market and the way that we interpret the movement is exactly how we will capitalize on these platforms. Period. Period. So it doesn't matter what platform it is. And I'm going to be releasing some content. Well, I'm going to start out with new pricing that I have for the QUOTEX and for the Nadex training. Also for one-on-one training and mentorship. This is something that has been requested for years. So this is not anything that I just came out of nowhere and decided to offer. This is after people have repeatedly asked me for mentorship, asked me for private one-on-one training. So I'm going to incorporate that into the services that TA provides, because this is something that people are asking for, have been asking for, and I have finally, I guess, it's not that I created the time to do it. I more so set aside the time to do it because it requires time. Like we're talking about, 2 hours at a time. 2 hours of private one-on-one training. I mean, just imagine when you get these observations, I'm on here for an hour and a half to 2 hours. If you're getting private training for that long, you're getting specific details and you're able to dig into my brain, kind of figure out the way that I have tapped into the nuances of the market. You're able to effectively get that directly from me. See, sometimes what happens is when I'm on these observations, I'll just go. So it's not like someone asked me something specifically. What I'm doing is I'm just talking about what I'm looking at in the market, right? And the reason that that's powerful is because when you watch these observations, you start to get an idea of what it is that I'm actually looking at in the market. That's more important than anything. See, this is not about, oh, well, how do you find the trades, Mark? Has nothing to do with that. In fact, this skill set is much more powerful than just how to find trades. In fact, finding trades is the last part. That's how powerful this process is. The most important part is how to see the movement in the market. See, that's the most important part. You have to be able to see how the market moves, period. If you're not able to see that, you'll never be consistent when you trade. These platforms that we use, and Nadex in particular, Nadex makes it possible for you to capitalize with the binary options. And it's a very simple thing to do once you understand market movement. That's probably the best way that I can describe how to become successful trading on this platform. You have to observe. You have to watch. You actually have to watch the market. And this is not where I want it to be. Let me move this over. If you notice when I'm on these charts, I don't have any indicators at all. I'm the indicator. The person watching the market is the indicator. The market and the way that it's moving is what gives you indication that the market is going to continue to do something that it is already doing. But if you don't know what it's already doing, you can't know what it will continue to do because you're not in the know. You see? So as a participant in the market, you're observing movement or you're observing the market and anticipating trades. 99.99% of everyone is the second one. They're watching the market and they're anticipating a trade. They're trying to figure out how to get into a trade. On the other hand, we don't do that. We're not looking for trades. In fact, we're not looking for anything. What we're doing is we're watching. We're just looking at the market. We're looking at how the market is moving. And what happens through observation is you become familiar with not only the movement, but what the movement means. See, people try to simplify market movement. You can't simplify market movement. You can simplify trading because trading is simple. See, with binaries, it's very simple to trade. All you're doing is you're selecting buy or sell. And you're either going to be profitable or you're not going to be profitable on the trade because you're either going to be correct or be incorrect about where the market ends. Where the market ends will determine whether your trade wins or loses. So trading itself is simple, but movement in the market is not simple. And this is where people get jammed up because they try to utilize some type of a strategy or some type of indicator to tell them when to enter into a trade. And this is the worst thing that you can do, because an indicator is telling you to enter, but it's not telling you why. It's just like if I ask you, well, why did you enter there? Oh, well, because my indicator confirmed. My indicators lined up. My strategy lined up, and when my strategy lines up, then I take the trade. Okay, but you still didn't answer the question. I said, why did you take the trade? See, the answer can't be because the indicator lined up. The answer can't be because my strategy said that I'm supposed to trade here. That can't be your answer, because you're not defining why you actually entered the actual trade now. See, a lot of times what people don't understand is that indicators go off and give you signals to buy or to sell. They give you signals to enter at various times. But that doesn't mean it's the right time to enter that particular trade in that direction. So, for example, if your indicator is telling you to buy, yeah, you got a buy signal and you're supposed to take the trade. But if at the time the market movement is not stable, the market could do something funny, quote unquote. But what you're saying is funny movement is what the market was doing the whole time. You just didn't know it. And this is where actual market skill comes in. See, this is where people lack. And that's why I teach this, and I've been preaching this for years. I always have been telling people, well, you have to understand market behavior first. You can't expect to just win your trades just because you got a good strategy. You cannot have that expectation. You see? So if what you're doing is based on having a reason to enter, then that's all you're going to be able to do. You're only entering based off of a signal that came from your indicator or from the fact that your strategy said to enter now. But aside from that, what else is the reason that you're entering into that trade? You don't have a reason. And that's why you'll end up winning some and losing some. And what happens also is the ones you lose, you don't know why you lost. See, like, this is a repeat cycle for people who trade. And these are the same people that have been messaging me for years. Same people, same questions. And I'm like, well, it's the same thing that I said the last time. You have to understand the movement. Oh, well, what do you mean by that? When you watch the observations, what am I doing? I'm looking first. You don't see me hop on the chart and just jump into a trade. You don't see me get on and just get into a trade. Like, it doesn't make sense. Oh, wait, here's a signal. This one looks pretty good. That's how you're trading. And that's why your results are what they are. And you'll see, the worst thing that can happen to people is that they'll win trades. Winning is worse than losing when you don't understand market movement. You know why? Because you'll win and you'll now be under false pretense that you're supposed to win from now on. Oh, I'm on a winning streak. I've been winning my trades. And then you get smacked. See, then you'll lose a trade and you don't know why you lost the trade. And you're back to square one. You're right back where you started, confused. Totally confused. And that confusion just continues to perpetuate. And that's it. And that's how you operate, and that's how you continue to function. And then that's what it is. So now what happens is you end up being in that, as far as perpetuating the same process, Your process is flawed because you don't understand the movement of the market to begin with. So everything that you're doing is already outside of what the market does. You're trying to curve fit some type of strategy or some type of indicators and put them on the market to tell you when to get into the trade. And the reason that it doesn't work consistently, and that's the key word, consistent. Like I said, you'll win trades, but your problem is you can't keep winning trades. And not only that, you don't even know why you're winning the trades. Just like if I asked you, well, why'd you win that one? What will your response be? Oh, I won because the market stayed above of the line. I won because the market stayed below the line. But why did the market stay above or below the line at the time? That's the question that you need to answer. And this is a reverse engineering process. And this is why people don't ever get to the point where they actually have skill in the market, because they don't give themselves enough time. See, it takes you time to develop the skill set. And that's just what it is. It's just like anything else. You don't just wake up one day and you're a doctor. You had to go to school. You had to go through training. You had to go through note taking and test taking, all type of stuff. You had to read books. It took you a long ass time before you became a doctor. And then after you become a doctor, you could be a great doctor or you could be a horrible one. What's the difference between the two? Great doctors are the ones that have perfected their craft before they became a doctor. Before they got that title, their craft was already in place. So now the title is being backed up by their ability to demonstrate what they have been trained to do. And that's what makes a doctor great. Every doctor is not great. Just like in any profession or in any field, everyone doing it is not great at it. Some become great at it. And that's the level that you want to elevate to in your trading. That's why it's professional trading. And that's it. See, if you're not trading at the professional level, bottom line is that you're not overall having success when you do trade, because the whole point of it is to be profitable in the end. That's it. That's the point. But in any case, these observations are important and they're very powerful for you. That's why I do them. I come on to try to help people understand it's not about you trying to get trades. You have to get out of this mindset where you're thinking that the market owes you a trade. Oh, I didn't get a trade today. So what? On this particular platform, you don't even need a trade every day. I'm just saying. The video series that I'm doing now, I've only had 5 trades for this series. Started with $100. We're at 108% ROI in 5 trades. And that's not something that is exceptional. Like, oh, wow, that's so amazing. That's what we do. That's the norm. That's what is not. So when you're able to apply your skill set, that's what you're supposed to be doing. See, this is another thing. Like, people get excited about, numbers and how much money they can make and all of this stuff. But it's not even about how much you can make. It's how much you will make as a result of your skill. That's it. That's what matters. If you have the skill, you're always able and you'll always be in position to be profitable. It doesn't matter what type of market we're in at the time. I'll give you an example. in the stock market, in the cryptocurrency markets, you have bull and bear cycles. You got times where the market is in a bull market or a bull cycle and everything's going up. Then you have times where you're in a bear market, everything's going down. And people don't psychologically understand the dynamic behind that. But it's pretty much very simple. The market goes through these cycles because this is what people do as far as moving money around over the course of time. There are going to be periods where the market is going to move up and move higher because people are FOMOing into the market. They're chasing what everyone else is doing. Oh, the market's up. Bitcoin is up. I need to be buying Bitcoin. Tesla's up. I need to be buying Tesla. Amazon is up. I need to be getting some Amazon. They're chasing. And what's happening is they're participating in the bull market until the bull market exhausts itself, because at some point you have people that got in at a bear market into that same stock or into that same crypto. And the ones who got in during the bear market, they begin to take profits during the bull market. And then that's when the bull market ends at some point. It gets exhausted where there's no more money that's coming in, as far as more money going in versus coming out. So there comes a point where you have more people taking profits now than buying, and then the bull market is over. And then you go into the bear phase. Then the market starts to move down. Every crypto that exists has done this. Even Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are the two main ones. They've done it multiple times and will continue to do so. This is the nature of crypto. It's also the nature of the stock market. It's the nature of any market. And the problem people have is they don't understand it. The same way that trading with what we trade with these binaries, people don't understand market movement. So how can you consistently win your binary options trades if you don't understand how the market moves to begin with? You see? But for those of us that develop the market skill, it puts us in a whole different position, because now we can apply that skill at any time. It doesn't matter when it is. It can be during COVID, a pandemic. It can be during a recession. It can be during the bear market. It can be during a bull market. It doesn't matter what is going on the outside. Doesn't matter what's going on as far as news. Oh, Mark, does news affect your trades? No, it doesn't. Because news is priced into the market. We apply market skill, meaning that we are interpreting the movement always. So it doesn't matter what is affecting movement. We're seeing what the movement is, and we know when to not trade. We ultimately also know when to trade. We know the difference between stability and instability. You don't. You can't comprehend it. You can't understand it. And the bottom line is that you have to be taught how to see it. See, and don't get me wrong, there are people that ultimately spend enough time observing the market that they eventually see it for themselves. Everybody doesn't train with TA. There are plenty of people that message me that are like, yo, I check out your market observations. They've helped me a lot in my trading. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm saying. So if you're studying what I'm showing you, I'm teaching you the actual foundation and the principle, the concept, which is understanding the movement. That's the concept. If you're able to grasp onto that and then apply that to your trading, I guarantee you that your results will change for the better. Even if you don't train with me. This is the point that I'm making. See, I put out way more content for free than I do for people who actually train with me. That's what a lot of people don't even understand. The majority of my videos that are on YouTube, thousands of them. And this is something that I've been doing for years. It's not new. And it's not just limited to what I'm doing with trading. People were shocked when they started seeing me talk about crypto. I'm like, that ain't even new. I've been talking about Bitcoin. I was talking about Bitcoin in 2016. Y'all just wasn't listening. Y'all wasn't paying attention. So when I bring it back up and I double back, and now you hear me talking about crypto again, and I'm telling you about the next Bitcoin, the next Ethereum, you might want to listen. Why? Because I have a track record of knowing what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just saying, this is not even me saying this. This is what others say about me. So you don't got to take my word for it. And on top of that, I document. So you can go back, you can watch videos and watch the time. Look at the date on the video. Historically correct. I'm just saying. Just like during COVID, when we were doing projects during COVID, a bunch of people in the training completed Project 21. See, at that time, it was Project 21. Some of y'all don't even know what that is. This was during COVID. And basically all it was 21 consecutive trades, starting from $100. See, everything that we do is repetitive. So any project that I do always starts from $100. Some of y'all don't even realize that. Like, oh, wow, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, exactly. Every project I've ever done started with $100. Why do I start from $100? Because that's what you can start with. You don't have to start with 1,000, 3,000, 5,000. You don't need that much. Start small and use your skill to build up and scale up the account. Just like now, the project, well, it's not really a project. It's more just a video series that I'm doing now is pretty much another project. But if you look at what it's called, it's Scale Up on Nadex. And at the same time, I'm doing the same thing on a whole nother platform. Applying market skill on a whole different platform. Scale Up on QUOTEX. So what are we talking about? See, if it wasn't that, then I wouldn't be able to do that on multiple platforms. Oh, well, you found a glitch on Nadex. That's why you're winning those trades. Okay. Then why am I able to do it on a whole nother platform that has nothing to do with how Nadex is? How am I able to do it over there? It's because it's market skill. That's the skill. That's the ability for you to understand the movement. The markets move, period. I don't care which market it is. Oh, well, Mark, which market is the best one to trade? I like the euro dollar. But it doesn't matter if it's the euro dollar, the pound dollar, the dollar yen, the USD CAD, the pound yen, the euro yen. It doesn't matter which market it is. They all move and they all represent market movement. So you're applying the skill set to whatever market that you choose to observe and to trade. Doesn't matter which one it is. The skill set is what you apply. But if you don't have the skill set, you'll have the same results on different pairs. You wondering, you thinking you losing because it's the pound dollar. Oh, it's the pound dollar. It's too volatile. I'm going to switch to the USD yen. I think that's less volatile and I should do better. Then you go to the dollar yen and you do the same shit over there. Thinking that it's because of the market that you were trading. No. It's because you don't know what you're doing. And that's it. See, like I don't hold back because I try to speak facts. I don't even try to do it. I speak facts. And I'm telling you why. See, you can't explain why you win or lose trades. I can. I know why you losing. You don't even know why you win the trades that you do. So how the hell you gonna know why you lost the trades that you lost? That's the point I'm making. Bottom line is that if you don't win a trade, it's because the market was not stable at the time. Period. End of discussion. So now the next question becomes, well, how could you have known that the market was not stable? That's the question you should be asking yourself when you lose a trade. How could you have known that the market wasn't stable at the time of your trade? Learn how to answer that question and you'll stop losing.
I'm focused, man.
Figure that one out. Figure that one out. So whoever this guy is funny. Rick King, huh? All right, Rick. Don't fall for him. Rick is telling y'all not to fall for me, huh? Oh man, this is nice. We haven't had a troll in a while, actually. Let me see what else he's talking about. This is funny. All right, Rick. This is hilarious right here. He said, "Never trust a man that wears shades in a home." All right, that is insane. Don't trust nobody that wears shades in a home. All right. Well, I'm actually in the studio in my office, so that's not a home. It's professional. And I wear shades because these lights are bright as hell. But anyway, yeah, we haven't had troll in a minute. And Rick, you can feel free to stay. I'm not gonna block you. I don't block people unless they are disrespectful to people in the group and people that are on the stream. Other than that, do what you do, my man. But let me come back in the comments, see what y'all talking about. Torre, what's going on, my man? Yes, indeed. Speaking the gospel as always. See Joel in the building, JT. I'm staying with TA, but thanks. That's the response to nonsense. Hilarious. And yeah, that's all it is. It's just putting in the work. Putting in the work. Yeah, right. The projects are the same thing with different meanings. Pretty extraordinary. Exactly right. Exactly right. Omega on Nadex. Yes, I typically just use 20. I use the 80-20 on Nadex. We use the limit good till canceled order. So you're basically going to be filled on your trade if the pricing is available on the option at that price or better. So for example, if you enter and the price is 25 and you click in, but you're using 20, it'll give you the better price or it'll just fill you at 20, but it's never going to fill you any less than that. So it's not possible for you to get a worse fill if you're using limit GTC. So you just would not get filled at all if the pricing is not available. Another thing also too on the platform that you'll notice is that you don't always see pricing. So sometimes, for example, you might place your order and you're looking at, the price movement of the option here. And let's say that the market moved lower, for example, and we're like towards the end of the binary. You'll see pricing not there that much. Like, let's say that it's at $8. You're seeing 8, 9, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9. It's fluctuating under 20, right? Sometimes when you place your order, you won't even see the pricing for the order or I should say for the limit that you set, but your order gets filled. And, people get confused by that. Basically what it is on the platform, remember that Nadex is an exchange. So Nadex is taking orders on both sides of the market for the binary. And what they're doing, and I should say what their software is doing, because it's the computer doing it. The computer is showing you visually what the available liquidity is at the moment. But it doesn't necessarily show you all of the orders, because orders come in and they get deleted. Some people are placing orders, canceling orders. There's a lot of activity that could be going on at the time. So sometimes you don't even see your pricing, but then you see that you get filled on the order. And you're like, oh, what? Well, how did I get a fill? I didn't even see my price. You don't necessarily have to see your price visually on the platform, because remember that it's computer generated. So the computer may not even be able to display an order that somebody just placed. So somebody could have placed an order that matched yours and you got filled and you never saw the pricing. You see, because what the mechanism is doing on the platform, it's showing you orders that you can get into at the market price right now. Does that make sense? So if it's showing you market pricing, meaning that if you click in right now, you can get this. You click in right now, you can get this price. If it's showing you that, that means that order has not been filled. That's why you see it. But there are times when you have a limit order that's there and someone else can have either a market order or a limit order that they place on the other side, and it matches up with your order and you get filled and you never see the pricing here. And that's because this is showing you market pricing, meaning it's showing you available pricing that you can get instantly right now. So that means that if someone matches your order on the other side, you can get filled and never see the pricing on the platform. So I'm glad that you asked that, because that's a question that comes up, quite often. And that's the answer to it. That is the answer to it. I'm going to say I used to call it invisible liquidity. And it's liquidity that is there. And the reason that I even called it that is because you don't visually see it, but it is there. So my breakdown just now, I'm kind of explaining why it's there. Well, not why it's there, but why you would get filled on an order that you didn't see pricing for on the platform. And it's because the pricing mechanism that you're being shown is only showing you what's available as far as market pricing. Which is the whole point. So if you see this price in here, for example, and you keep clicking on it, every time you click on it, you'll notice that the pricing changes in the box. You see, when I click on it, you see how the pricing is changing? Every time I click it, it changes the pricing in my box. And that's because this is showing you market pricing. So if I click on it and I have my order set up as limit GTC, it'll change the order price to the price that I'm clicking on. But the price I'm clicking on is the market pricing available at the time based on the actual liquidity that's there. But it's not always going to be able to show you everything because of the way that orders get matched up. Somebody can have a limit order sitting there and someone else places an order on the other side and boom, it gets matched up and you never see the pricing for it on the platform at all. And that's something that can and does happen. And it actually happens quite often. So it's one of the nuances that I also teach, you know, when you're actually in training, because that is a nuance of the platform and the way that the binaries are set up and the way that the order flow is on the platform for the binaries. So, you know, people, they'll look at pricing on the options and they'll just assume, oh, well, there's never any pricing. That's not true. That is not true at all. Because what you're saying is there's no available contracts to buy or to sell. But that's not the case. It's just that you're not seeing it because of the way that the mechanism works on the actual platform. The way that the algorithm is set up, the computer is only showing you the market pricing. That's what you're seeing in the boxes. So like when you're looking at the buy side, you see I was 96.25, 97, 99.50. It's showing you what the pricing is available in the moment right now at market. But if the market actually moves, the indicative moves, you'll see that as the indicative moves either closer to or further away from the strike price, all of this pricing on the option will change. All of this, it'll change. You'll see the numbers change. Why is it doing that? Because as the indicative is moving closer to the strike price, the orders that are lower have lower pricing. Now, what the computer does is it unlocks those orders because the indicative price is moving closer to the strike. So like I'm telling y'all a lot about just the depth of the way that the platform operates. This is the functionality of the platform. And I understand it very thoroughly. As the indicative moves closer to the strike, that's why you see the pricing change. You see, I was in the 90s. Right now, if this indicative moved down under this strike, you'll see this pricing go like into the 50s and into the 40s. You'll see it. It'll be in the 50s, 40s, maybe 55, like that. You'll see it moving in that area. It'll be at what's called at the market range, right? And it's like, well, why? Why is it showing that pricing now? It's because when the indicative move, meaning when the actual euro dollar move, the market itself moved towards the strike, the platform unlocks the orders there for the binary. And then that's when you'll see that pricing on the actual binary. That's when you'll see the numbers in this red box change. Because the orders are getting unlocked as the market is moving. It's powerful stuff, right? See, y'all stick around, man. Y'all will learn a lot of stuff about just the way that the platform functions. This is powerful information. Powerful information. Rick, you listening? I guess the information I'm giving out now is a scam too, huh? I'm scamming y'all, teaching y'all about the platform. People are funny with that scam shit. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, but we ain't have a troll in a while, man. I miss y'all. I miss y'all, Rick. I miss y'all, Rick. Let me see. Let me see if there was anything else. He said he just he bitter he can't afford to buy nice shades. Oh snap. That is hilarious. I love it because I don't even be saying nothing back. I'll be entertaining them because I be wanting to stick around. Nah, TA definitely ain't letting up. Definitely ain't letting up. Yes, thank God for the process. For real. For real, man. Yep, don't trust him. The guy with the shades, everything he's told me to do has worked. Just fake. I'm upset now. Please keep lying to me. Oh, man. Yeah, all of that. You ain't supposed to wear a hat aside. It's just like silliness. I'll be waiting to see if they're gonna say anything that's actually good, but they don't. They come with the same stuff all the time. Oh, he's wearing shades. Oh, he's in his car. I think he lives in his car. Then I shifted from the car and came into the office. Then they were like, "Oh, well, he's in the house now. Why is he still wearing shades?" Well, because I have a professional studio in my house. That's why. And because I like to wear shades. And because I do what I want to do, and I like doing what I want to do, and you can't do nothing about it. And I know that it's gonna piss y'all off. So that I think that's probably mainly the reason that I still do it. Because I know it'll be getting y'all mad. Oh snap. Uh. Oh, the BMF joints? Them joints is fire. Yes, indeed. Oh, this is hard. We don't fit the standard of corporate and don't want to. Mm. Yeah, man. So I think I said no, not even me. I think it was Torre said it. Yeah, misfits. That's a good name for it. Definitely. Definitely do not fit into the norm. And see, the thing about it is that everything about us is not supposed to fit into the norm because what we doing is not normal. You'll tell me of anybody out there doing anything else who is able to take their skill at what they do, right? Start with $100 and grow that $100 to $1,000 just using their skill set. Take $100, take your skill, grow the $100 to $1,000. Who's doing that? Can you tell me of anybody that's doing that? And who's doing that and documents it? See, when I start doing this is when the trolls leave because they're like, oh, here you go again. And I'm like, well, what you want me to say? Because there was a time where that was like a real question I was asking. I used to be like, well, like I want to know who out there is doing something like this. Like that's what we can do. But who else does that? Like, where else can you do that? Can you do that in real estate? Can you do that in Forex? Can you do it in crypto? And I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure that you can do it in crypto. You can do it in traditional options. You can do it in the stock market. But what I'm saying is, can you literally acquire the skill and then take the skill and then do it? I'm not saying, is it possible? We know it's possible because somebody does it. But what I'm saying is, where can you actually learn the skill that can do it? Like, get the skill and then actually do it. Where can you do that? Who does that? Where are they doing that? That's what I want to know. And that was an actual question that I was asking. And I've been asking the same question for like years now. Nobody answered me yet. And I'm not hard to find. I'm in the same place that I was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. What are we, 2023? 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years. I'm here. All the videos I did, they still there. All the documentation, it's there. All the projects, they're there. Playlists. So my body of work is the proof that I'm able to do it with the skill that I have. And the skill that I have is the same exact skill that I teach. So if someone learns the skill, they duplicate what I'm able to do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, but Mark, you ain't nobody doing that. All right. Okay. And I told you what I'm going to do, and this is going to come soon. Yo, watch. The people in my group, the students, record. And what's going to happen is I'm going to have recordings of other people doing it. And you'll be able to see this was their account. This is what he did. This is what she did. Like I didn't even do that yet. That's coming too. So you gotta understand, I'm one person. I don't have time to do everything. I'm trading on 2 platforms. I'm teaching and training. I'm about to start doing mentorship. I got a family. You understand? Like I have a life. So I don't just like I'm not just on YouTube all day making videos. But the point that I'm making is that I'm doing all of these different things, and the body of work that I've created speaks for itself. There are people that come into training and they watch 2 or 3 videos over and over again, and they learn the skill set that way. And then it's back up through the group chat, meaning that you have other students in the group that help to reinforce the skill set that the person is learning when they come in. See, like don't play with TA. TA is like a machine. It functions by itself. It functions without me at this point because it's a body of work. I've gone for months and months doing very little content. There was a time I used to do content every day. I was doing live streams all the time. And what that has done, it's built up the body of work for mindset training. When I did 301 mindset, where was I? Somebody tell me where I was. Type it in the chat. When I did the 301 mindset video, where was I physically? Type it in the chat, please. Because y'all think I'd be lying. People think I'd be just making shit up. Where was I physically at when I did 301 mindset? Watch. Look at this. I was in the car. Come on, man. Look at this. In the car. What are we talking about? So if some of the best content that I created was when I was in the car, And that information and that training is still there. When you come into training, you're instructed to watch that as one of the videos. And that's one of the free videos on the channel. See, y'all are not ready. Some of y'all are just not ready to elevate mentally. And because you're not able to elevate mentally, you'll never elevate financially. How your money gonna grow if your mind don't grow? It's like you in a prison. With the double sunroof. Facts. All facts. Right. Technically, it was in the truck, but yes. Come on, man. Come on. So, and I know that, see, that's another thing that pisses people off. People are mad at me, but they need to be mad at themselves. You should be mad at yourself because you still don't believe. And it's like, well, how can you not believe what you see? Seeing is believing. You keep seeing it and you still don't believe it. You're not believing it because you refuse to believe it. You don't want to accept it. That's more so what it is. You don't want to accept the fact that we're still doing it. Right? That's what you don't want to accept. Like this dude, he's still talking shit. Damn. Why he still talking? I don't talk enough shit. To be honest, I really don't. I should be talking way more shit. But I don't have to talk shit because the body of work speaks for me. The students speak for me. See, TA is like a army, like literally, because it has grown and it has like become this thing. So even if you don't see me, like if you, let me just like use this as an example. This is one of the first live observations I've done on camera in how long? Most of these observations, I have the camera turned off. Do I not? Most of them. If you go back, probably like the last 50 of them, camera's off. So you literally don't even see me. But we're doing a live observation of the market. And it's funny, as soon as I come back on camera, here come the trolls. Can't make this shit up. The first day I come back on camera, this is the first live observation I've done on camera in mad long, like at least a year. Crazy. Telling you, man, you can't make this stuff up. I don't make this up. This is what be happening. As soon as I come back on camera, here come a troll. Oh, here he is. Here he is. He got his shades on. Shut up. Shut up. That's what you need to do. This right here. Do this. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I know that he can't stand the sound effects. That make him even more upset. You gotta love it. The market is looking good right now, actually. See, everybody who knows. So that's what. Matter of fact, let's count them. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. Is that 3? Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this one was 8. So that's 8 ITB, is it not? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Looks like 8 ITB to me. See, like what I just did. Those of you on the outside looking at this, they're like, why is he putting those lines there? This is all a part of the process that we use. And you see, you know what's crazy? I'm doing this. I don't even remember putting these lines up. It's so natural to me. I don't even remember putting these lines up. I put all these lines up since we've been on here. And I'm talking about the vertical lines. You see all these vertical lines? I did this while I was talking. I'm not even exaggerating. Literally, look, this is when I started doing it. You see it? One here. How many lines is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 lines. I put 13 lines on the chart. I don't even remember doing it. This is how natural it is. This is how natural the process is. So just imagine you're learning a skill that allows you to do what you see me doing. Those lines are there for a reason. They mean something. I'm talking, but I'm also watching the market and observing it. I'm looking, I'm also seeing exactly what the market's doing. I understand the movement. I know what this all means. And guess what? So does everybody who trains with me. Everyone in training knows what I'm doing. They know what those lines mean. So what you think gonna happen? You got a bunch of people that learn this skill set. They apply the skill set. They record, huh? And some of them are not recording, but they will eventually. Eventually, everybody's gonna be recording. I already know that, so I'm not worried about that. But my point is this: you got the skill set, then you got the documentation of the skill set, not just by me, but also by the student body. What you think gonna happen? Come on, man. Hidden in plain sight. There it is. Yep. And this is all facts right here. See, this is what this is about right here. Read that. Come on now. Come on. Told y'all. Yep. Mark Madness. Yeah, matter of fact, I got to put the hashtag on here. Because I'm a hashtag all of these joints. Y'all think we playing. Exactly. Got some real ones rolling with TA. You can't fake it this long. Come on now. Right, you can't fake it for 7, 8 years. Cut it out. Cut it out. Ain't nobody that good. So they see people want to fake it till they make it. How about you make it so you don't have to fake it?
I'm focused, man.
Make it so you don't have to fake it. All right. Mark Madness, man. Yeah, and this the part that they don't even be understanding. They don't even, I did a Facebook post. I told them. I said, yo, you missed out on Bitcoin. Don't miss out on this one. And see, this is another thing too. If you have me here, I'm here doing professional trading. I'm here teaching professional trading. It's a skill set. You think that if I'm able to, mind you, I didn't have a mentor, I didn't have a teacher. No one taught me what I know. The market taught me. So if I'm able to navigate the market itself in order to acquire a professional level skill set in trading, and then put myself in position to apply it over and over again, and then put myself in position to teach it to other people to duplicate that. If I'm able to do that, what would make you think that I can't figure out crypto? Like, this is how people don't think. It's like, wait, all right, this guy did all of this. And he was talking a little bit about Bitcoin early on too. So he was right again there. Then he was talking about Bitcoin again during COVID in the car. I'm not making this shit up. I got video proof. I had an orange hoodie parked in front of McDonald's in New York City in the truck talking about Bitcoin during COVID, during the day when it dropped, which was the second largest stock market drop since 1929. That same day, Bitcoin dipped and went to $3,400 or something like that, or $3,500, whatever it was, $3,200, whatever the number was. And literally, you hear me say on the recording, I'm buying Bitcoin under $4,000. Now, mind you, this is the second time. First time I was talking about Bitcoin, Bitcoin was $700. I'm in the car talking about Bitcoin on a live. Bitcoin was under $4,000. Told your ass about it at that time. I said, I'm buying it under 4,000. Y'all know what it did after that. Yeah, you saw a $60,000 Bitcoin after that. Come on, man. Mind you, it ain't been back down there since. Hold up. It ain't been back down there again after that. You seen Bitcoin at 4,000 again? No. So then here he comes again talking about this new thing. Hex. The hell is this? See, if you follow along and you pay attention, instead of asking, what is he talking about? Or, oh, here he goes with another scam. Instead of you just having your own narrative of your own bullshit, really, that's all it is, because you just don't want to accept the fact that I'll be right. I get it. You don't got to accept it, though, but you're going to respect it, though.
I'm focused, man.
You don't got to accept it, but you will respect it. How can you know why? Because you can't not respect it. You got to, because the shit happens. It keeps happening. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But this one gonna be the worst one for many of you that are not paying attention and that don't bow down. And I'm saying that with all humility. I'm not saying to bow down to me. I'm saying to bow down to the principle. Because facts is facts. And when you don't yield and you don't submit, you get left behind. Is that not the truth? I'm just saying. I share some shit with you that's right here, right now, in your face. And it's like, yo, damn, maybe I should just look at this time. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to stay right where you at, behind your little computer, coming on my live streams, coming into my chat, talking about TA is a scam. That'll be you. The one that everybody's laughing at, like, damn, this guy. Like, you should have went to hex.com, bro. You should have got some hex. I'm just saying. See, and I talk this way, and I'm doing this because, again, I like to document. I like to document historical correctness. Because all I'm be able to do is somebody gonna be able to be like, yeah, go to live market observation number 84. He talked about it that day. In the future, this is where somebody gonna send you. They're gonna send you to this video. They're gonna be like, yeah, on that day, he was talking to them trolls. He was telling them, stop bullshitting. Get your shit together. Stop hating. And just because you don't accept it, don't mean that you are gonna not respect it. You're gonna have to respect it. He was telling them all of that. Volume 84. Exactly. Who done poked the bear with honey all over them? Oh man, yo, Damon, they wait till I come back on camera, man, to come around these trolls. At least I know how to activate them now. We ain't have no trolls in a while, man. They unleash Rant Man. But listen, man, Rant Man speaks facts. This is Rant Man right now. Rant Man tell you the truth. And it is not pretty truth. It's ugly to you. But it's still the truth, man. Still the truth. I mean, come on. It's like, how long you going to just continue to do the same thing? Like, that's the definition of insanity. You keep doing the same thing that don't work. That's insanity. That is insanity, like literally. That's what the definition is. You're doing the same shit over and over again and expecting a different result. How are you going to get a different result from the same thing that you were doing? If the thing is the same, the result is going to be the same. That's what it is. You want a different result, do a different thing. Do the opposite of what you've been doing. Yep. Mark Madness. I done warned y'all. Yep. And so tomorrow I think I'll probably do another Hex video. I kind of want to start a theme for it. I'm gonna call it Let's Talk About Hex, Baby. Y'all get it? Let's talk about Hex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad. Y'all get it? That's fire, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's talk about Hex, baby. Yeah, but I think that'll be interesting. JT get it. Oh shit. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's it. Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of awesomeness really going on, man. I mean, for real. And I'm like, y'all know that I do things purposely. Like I'm doing everything that I'm doing right now on purpose. Got a video series for Nadex, video series for QUOTEX, about to have video series for Hex. There's a lot of X going on. Y'all peeping that? Nadex, QUOTEX, Hex. Oh man. So that's 3X. Woo. Oh boy. Look how natural this shit just be flowing. 3X. Oh man, yeah, come on. Y'all gotta stop playing with me. Y'all gotta stop playing with me, man. There you go. There you go. And really you can add a 0 to that. With these all right, so let me try to just break this down one more time. I mentioned this already earlier in the stream. I did 5 trades on Nadex, 108% ROI. So basically that's a 2X. Double the account in 5 trades. Currently for QUOTEX, I released the 3rd video today. That's at 84% ROI in 3 trades. So we got a 2X and about to be another 2X on the next trade for QUOTEX. A 2X on one platform, about to have another 2X on another platform. 1 in 5 trades, 1 will ultimately be in 4 trades. This is professional trading. We're not playing. This is what your skill set puts you in position to do. This is not play. This ain't the first time. This is over and over again. All I'm doing is showing you different perspectives of the same thing. I keep doing the same thing over and over again. On QUOTEX, as an example, the money management originally that I was using, you needed more money to start with. It was $190, right? Over time, I began to realize, well, our skill needs to elevate enough so that we're confident to have more precise money management. And what I mean by that is we should be able to take even less money and make more with less. This is how powerful this shit is. So what I did was I said, you know what? We're going to start with $75. This is on QUOTEX. And you see how low the numbers are. What do we start with on Nadex? $100. Now we got QUOTEX. What do we start with on QUOTEX now? 75, even less. Even less than what we start with on Nadex. Start with $75. On that platform, 3 trades, 84%. So basically 4 trades, we double. Are you listening to what I'm saying? 4 trades, we double. So in 8 trades, you double twice. 12 trades, you double 3 times. Let me put it in perspective. You double 3 times on QUOTEX. You take $75 to $600 plus, which puts you in position on 1 trade to make $150. So now you're in position where the earnings is 2x what you started with. Hold on. I'm walking off.